What is the draft?
You tell me.
It's a company draft.
Company draft, of course. It's the company draft.
It's a little bit different than like something like animals, but like it's company.
Because it's companies, not animals.
Right, exactly. But anyways, companies, we're going to be picking one by one by one by one by one. Our favorite companies.
We'll snake.
Okay.
So like we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or however order.
All right. But anyways, the categories for a company, you maybe think, oh my gosh, what, like the S&P 500? No. Like, do you like Walgreens? No. All right, then don't pick it. Oh, you like Ford? Well, you're a loser. Should have picked Chevy. Right?
That's exactly right.
All right. I'll roll right into it. You go first.
I go
one
first.
One company, go. And then give us your reason. One reason you like one company may not be the same one you like the other.
SpaceX.
Why?
Because rockets are cool.
Is that your final answer for your number one pick overall? Your favorite company in the entire world is SpaceX?
Because rockets are cool.
That's a non-profitable company, but I respect that.
Because rockets are cool.
Because my number one company is going to be Tesla.
I thought about that.
Because I bought some Tesla stock a few years ago, and it's worth more than it was then.
Treated you well.
It did. It treated me very well. And one day, I'm not going to say I'm going to buy a Tesla, but I am saying that Tesla will make a company make an electric car that I will buy. Does that make any sense?
I feel like it'd be easier just say you'd buy a Tesla one day.
I'll buy a Tesla one day. There you go. No, listen, though, for real. Not as soon as Chevy comes out, but one day I will buy a electric Chevy or GMC 1500. I'm not going to buy the first year model, but whenever it's time to buy a truck, I'm going to buy that one. Because electricity is the future.
Okay.
All right, now you go pick a company.
General Motors.
Of course.
General Motors. Because they've been since 1911, or Chevrolet in specific, but General Motors. We'll just say it at that. They've been making the best vehicles on the road and on the racetrack since they was founded.
You know what? That some people disagree.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, trash him in the comments.
Dale Earnhardt is the best NASCAR driver and fastest man on four wheels.
And that's why he likes Chevrolet. Because of Dale Earnhardt is a fast guy on four wheels and two legs.
Dale Earnhardt died. But that's not why I like Chevrolet.
He didn't die. He's just one lap ahead.
Yeah. That too.
Now it's back to you again. You get to pick another one.
Another one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He didn't think past the first one. He's like,
I didn't think past
I've got a good one.
You know what I should have done? I knew that was going to be his company. I should have stole it. Then he would just...
I would have still used it. But another company of mine would probably be Barrett. Barrett, yeah. That makes the M82 and M107. Everyone knows what they are in video games. Yeah.
Why?
Barrett just makes some beautiful looking rifles. They
just make 50 cals for the most part. That's
popular. They make ARs. They're pretty popular. Barrett's pretty close to home.
Are they?
Yeah. Tennessee.
Oh.
Yeah. Ronnie Barrett is an awesome guy.
For my second company, I'm going to have to go Amazon. Because we touched on this earlier. I do not go shopping in a physical store unless I have to, and I cannot convince someone in my family to go do it for me. Like, Ethan's not kidding. I really don't go to stores. I would rather wait a week to get something than to go into Walmart and get it.
If all else fails, I go for him.
Yeah. First thing's Amazon. If that doesn't work, I'll let Ethan go get it. If that doesn't work, I'll tell Mom to go get it. If that doesn't work, I'm just waiting a week for Amazon to ship it in because I'm not going in the back of Walmart. Because in order to get to the back of Walmart, you have to go through the front of Walmart.
Yeah.
And if I have to go back to Walmart, because sometimes I do, I go through the garden section and I go around the edges. But sometimes you got to do that.
Oh, yeah.
The only place I go is IGA. That's because no one's ever in there.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
Because they always...
Closed on Sunday.
They're always nice to me. You know, and you just... They had my back, though. This is me getting theirs. Chick-fil-A, if you're watching, whoever you are, I love you.
He is one day, as his dream, going to open up a Chick-fil-A.
That would be my pleasure.
You know, it's only $10,000 to open a franchise.
That would be my pleasure as well. I mean,
I looked into it.
I think everybody loves Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Yeah, well, do they have the best chicken sandwiches, though?
Best I've had.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I agree.
I like getting Raising Cane's about the same as far as like their chicken,
You know who's terrible?
but
Zaxby's.
they're nicer.
Zaxby's. Terrible.
I just think everybody at Chick-fil-A, I never went there and been like, dang, that person was rude.
Yeah, it doesn't
Never.
exist.
Yeah. So
Chick-fil-A.
number
right there.
3, I'm going to pick a bit of a powerhouse that I felt like should have probably went number 1 overall. Kendall Gray Outdoors. I don't know if y'all have been there, like on their website much. They've got a ton of products, shirts, knives, all sorts of hunting accessories, stuff like that. They're literally the best of everything they make. So, like, if you have the time to check that out, go check it out. If you don't, make time, and then you go check it out. Like, it's a great company.
I may be mistaken, but I believe their website is kendallgray1.com/shop or first link in the description.
That's the one, yeah.
And use promo code LIVE10, all caps, for 10% off.
That will probably work. Like, we're not sponsored by them or anything like that.
We have no affiliation with that company at all.
Yeah, so we can't tell you that code will 100% work, but I would try it because, what's the worst going to do?
I can tell you what the worst is going to do is it's going to get you 10% off.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so I think that's
I got to say, it wasn't on my list, but coming up number 3 on my list is probably a step above that one, Panda Express.
Never ate there.
I would fight somebody if I could get Panda Express. Like if there was a guy in between me.
What if it was Tyson Fury?
I'd fight him. I didn't say I had to win. But
I want nothing that bad.
I want it that bad. There's not going to be anything except a closed door with a closed sign on it, or an extreme price increase. Now, if it goes up $1, I ain't eating there ever again. Okay, like that's rude. But no, there ain't much going to stand between me. 3 entrees of orange chicken.
Kicks in, Panda Express is off your list.
Yeah. 3 orange chickens and a side of fried rice. Bring it on, son. I can put that down in about 5 minutes or less.
Still not tried it yet.
If you want to be in the dark, keep being in the dark.
Let's drive to Richmond this weekend and try it.
Go ahead. What's your next pick?
My next pick, Walmart.
Because if Walmart ain't got it, you don't need it.
No, Walmart's a powerhouse. It's been around. Sam Walton knows his stuff. I mean, as far as fundamentally, they're not the greatest and most friendly company ever, but they're overall.
I've got a question. Do you know, like, the owner of every company you've picked?
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of time on Wikipedia.
No.
He knows him personally.
I've worked at Walmart Distribution Center, so
he knows Sam Walton.
We learn about Sam Walton.
Did they really?
Every Sunday they have a meeting at 11 o'clock. They gather around, sing some songs about him.
No, that's church time. Is it my turn again for a 4th pick?
I guess so. I don't know.
Let's see here.
Sam, you picked Walmart.
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick. I'd pick Kroger.
No.
But Kroger ain't got guns. And Walmart won't either. Very much longer.
Yeah, I know. That's sad. Probably for a good solid 4th. This is going to be a weird one, but probably Boeing. Yeah.
You came in with some weird picks.
Yeah, but they're my favorite companies.
Boeing?
Yeah.
The airplane maker?
They build planes, military aircraft. I mean, as far as space goes, like they're up there.
You know what? That's actually pretty true. If y'all want an underrated space stock,
they're good.
I'm just saying, just put that out there.
What do you think Air Force One is? 747.
Plane?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're awesome.
Here's coming in with my fourth pick. This one's kind of hard. I'm going to have to go with Kraft.
Like Kraft mac and cheese?
Yes. I'm sure they probably own a cereal in there somewhere.
I don't think they do.
I don't think Robert Kraft does. No. He also owns the New England Patriots.
Really?
Yeah.
Perfect. Enough said.
Oh, is it my pick now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with probably what you're listening or watching this on. Apple. And not the fruit. I don't think that's a company. The electronic gizmos and gadgets. Just because at this point I don't feel like trying to learn a different kind of phone.
I don't
never
think
will.
anyone else does either.
No, I think at this point it's just like this is just where we are and this is where we're going to be.
Is Apple and or Facebook and or Google ever going to get broken up by the government?
Hopefully Facebook does.
Why?
Because they're too biased to one side. They won't let everybody just be themselves.
Is that illegal though?
I mean, we have the freedom of speech, and I mean, if somebody says one wrong thing in the
So that's the
Facebook
problem of what they're trying to figure all of that out right now is because, yeah, it is privatized and it is a platform they're providing, but they claim to be an unbiased platform for everybody, and so how does that actually equate into, constitutional rights? I don't know.
I don't either.
Anyways,
This is your final pick
my
right
final
here.
pick.
You have to make this in a wild card. You don't have to.
My third one was a wild
I feel
card.
like all of Ethan's has been wild card.
No, they're my favorites.
My third one was a wild card.
What was it?
KG Outdoors.
I'd say it's pretty structured and well-built company.
I know the owner. It's not. It's pretty wild card. He's a wild card. Fourth pick. I'm gonna pick Netflix
Wow.
just because
I canceled my subscription the other day.
I'm a big fan of what Netflix did to Blockbuster.
What did they put them out of business?
They just put them out. Like they just broke their back.
Just killed them.
You're done. Not nothing because of anything else Netflix does. Just the fact that they just destroyed a competitor. Big fan.
It's impressive.
It is.
It is.
What other major company has just come up and said it's over for you?
You would start to think that maybe Amazon could do that to somewhere like Walmart,
No.
but Walmart's held on. Blockbuster did not hold on.
Not for long.
At all. No.
It was like a 5-year window, and it was over.
It's like Books A Million. They're probably still in. I don't know that.
Yeah,
but
they
I
are.
don't read because I can't.
I think the craziest thing about the whole story is that Netflix literally tried to sell out to Blockbuster, and they were like, "That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard."
Really?
Yeah, and then now we are watching all Squid Game and Stranger Things, and I ain't watching Blockbuster.
That's crazy. I'm going to give one honorable mention. I'm going to throw it up to AMC because they're also being put out by Netflix,
Rip,
but their stock has been crazy.
rip.
Speaking of this, real quick though. All right, so COVID's definitely not over, but we're going to say COVID is over. Okay,
Canceled.
canceled. We're canceling COVID. Are the movie theaters going to make a comeback? Because can they? Should they?
Oh yeah,
Really?
I think they will.
Because you can pay the
I
same
think-
price. It may be cheaper and watch a movie on Netflix. A brand new movie, too.
I think there's going to be some of the small ones go out. I think the big branches will be okay, but some of the small private ones.
The big branches cost more to keep open.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because if you watch anything that's Warner Brothers now, it comes out on HBO Max same day, no extra price.
Right.
Disney Plus, you can pay $20, and your whole family can sit there and watch it, 4 or 5 people. Whereas if you took your kids to the movies, that's $30-$40.
Not only,
You
and
never
you
have to leave the house,
You got to deal with gas, food, which is probably more expensive.
especially when you get in the
You
theater.
got to deal with a kind of cool seat. Karen and her kid, Dwayne, who keeps talking.
I think it's gonna always exist in some context, but probably the same way it always has. That's probably unlikely.
Yep. I think that I like movie theaters, but I don't really watch movies that much. But one reason why I like movie theaters is because recently when I've been going, there's been about me and about 4 other people in the entire theater. And that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
That's worth $10.
Yeah, I mean,
But if it's packed, definitely not.
that's the best part is like when you go to a movie and it's like it's last weekend and it wasn't good the first weekend, and like you go in the theater and it's like the smallest one in the whole place and it's got like 20 seats and it's just you and your buddies. That's
a luxury because places where that's even happening, I don't think will be around too much longer. Like if you're able to go get a whole theater to yourself, probably not a great sign for business.
I think what's going to happen is it's going to be like almost like Dave and Buster's, like how it's like combined things. I think you're going to have like maybe like arcade or bowling alley kind of thing and maybe a restaurant. And
Where
then
they-
like only 3 or 4 screens, not like the traditional like that's got some of those theaters have like 20 screens. You're not going to have that because you don't have the volume.
Yeah. Have you seen the place where they give you like a really good meal?
Movie
while you watch
tavern?
it? Yeah, they give you a really good meal. I've never been there, but they feed you really good.
Like that's going to stay open because that's an experience. Like,
Yeah. But just the movie, that ain't going to work. Unless they get some kind of big 3D type 4D technology to where you can't get it in your house.
Yeah.
Is it my pick?
You were on honorable. I don't know.
Yeah, my honorable mention was AMC because it's unfortunately dying. But I do like movies, but only whenever I'm the only one there. As for just straight up, my 5th and final wild card pick, what are we going with? What do you know that I like? What do you know that I like?
You like
What do I like?
Boost.
Nestle.
Audio Technica.
We're going with Nestle. Nestle because of their Boost. You know what Boost is?
Me?
Yeah.
You tell me every day about it.
They should sponsor me, and it's not like I've not reached out to them. Okay, Boost, if you don't know, it's these little bottle things. They're holding up the TV right now. These things,
They're holding up this podcast.
they are magic minerals. They are legit. They're like little protein shakes, but I can tell you right now, I don't drink it for the protein. I eat them because they're good. Nestle is my 5th and final pick. What's your 5th and final pick?
Can-Am.
Canada, America.
Canadian American. Yep.
Why?
Can-Am.
Everything about Can-Am is overpriced.
Yeah, but they're Can-Am's the one that can actually kind of do that, like Netflix to Blockbuster. They're pretty much like Honda's great. No, Can-Am just completely blowing everyone out of proportion in power sports industry right now.
Everything that's
No one can
related,
compete.
everything that's related to Can-Am is overpriced what it's actually for. But it is actually really good, so you kind
pay
of
for
have
the-
to buy it.
Yeah,
But it is really good, but it's also very high.
it is.
And unless you really needed it or really wanted it, man, I don't know. They're expensive though. And if you guys own anything like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Just kind of partial with them. Used to work on them a lot.
Yeah.
But grown very fond of those.
As for that, do we have any final notices? Any final remarks?
Don't forget to go to the website and use the promo code LIVE10.
Yeah.
What's the worst company in the world?
As for worst company in the world, what is the worst? Man. We already kind of touched on it with Blockbuster. What's the Blockbuster of gaming?
Yeah, they're not the worst though.
They're not
They just
worst.
got power moved.
Their business model's outdated.
Yeah.
I don't like GameStop.
Who's somebody?
I don't like GameStop. Because not only are they pretty much the Blockbuster of video games, but you know what? I've never tried to sell anything to GameStop, but luckily I've never been taken advantage of.
You
by
know what's
GameStop.
the most overrated company in the world? It's Target.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
If I
I
can
don't
go
know.
Target or Walmart, I'm going to Walmart.
I'm not. I'm going to Target. Why? Because they actually have bright lights.
No, I think Target's dimmer.
No.
I think so.
Which Walmart are you going to?
All of them.
Half the time I go in Walmarts, half the lights are off.
You're going to some shady Walmarts, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Target, they have good LEDs. It's bright. The floors are white, and they're not got yellow stains all over them.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Adds character.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walmart's better, man. Sorry about it.
I don't like Walmart. I mean, I like Walmart, but weird things happen in Walmart.
That's what you
Yeah.
go for. That's part of the experience.
Black Friday Walmart, you ever been?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an Olympics for Kentuckians.
Oh my gosh. I've heard that the last few years it's
It's
kind
like
of settled down.
It's a community event, really. You just
It
go,
really
you
is.
see
It's a
everybody.
cultural thing.
It's nice.
No, it's not nice.
It's wild. What's another company that's just probably throwing the town?
Burger King.
I don't know. I like Burger King. They're coming in with 10 chicken nuggets for $1.49. You know what? If you can do that, you got me. You got me. That's cheaper than I can make them for.
Yeah.
That's saying something. Including gas.
I find it odd how often you take gas into the equation for you
Listen.
driving literally less than 5 minutes away.
Hey, man, listen. hey, you drive 10
Hey.
miles. You drive 5 miles there, 5 miles back. My truck gets 12 miles per gallon. Each gallon of gas, we'll round it out, $3.50. I'm spending about $3.20, $3.15 round trip.
That's not bad.
That's
far
a
as your gas
lot.
mileage goes.
Add that on to chicken nuggets, that's the same price as McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's is high on their chicken nuggets. They need to calm it down.
I think in a previous podcast, you've already talked about how you think McDonald's is overpriced.
Yeah, it is.
McDonald's?
Yeah. Their McChickens is $1.79 now.
They should stick at $1.
Yeah. That's what it's worth.
No more. That's like even Wendy's. $10 for 50 nuggets.
That's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible, but I mean, if that would have been McDonald's, that would be $20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If you like this clip, click right over here to watch the full podcast, or right over here for all of our podcasts, or right over here to subscribe to the podcast channel.